Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Malcolm, MBD Bushcraft and Survival. And right now I want to go through my bag of Moras. I got a bag and it's got a lot of Moras in it, and I just wanted to take some time to go through each one of them. Now this is a company called Fast Tech. You can get like 6 or 7 of these bags for like 20 bucks. It was a great deal. It's a very durable bag. I got it stuffed with Moras. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Take a little sip of my concoction that I got here. It's a lot of ice. And a little something else in there. We ain't gotta get into that. One of my Moras couldn't even fit in there. And it's the Mora Bushcraft Black. That's the one I want to start off with. One of my favorite knives. The Mora Bushcraft Black. It is a knife that can do a lot of different things. As you can see, it has got a ferro rod on there. It's also got sharpening stone. It is a piece of art. It's extremely sharp as well, as you can see here. Really just bites into that wood. I hope you guys can see that. This wood is a little bit wet. I'm in Atlanta and it rained a little bit last night. But this knife is the real deal. It cuts so easily, man. Cuts so deeply. You know, you can really get behind this thing, and it's got that real sharp 90-degree spine on it. Very sharp 90-degree spine. You know, this thing right here goes through paracord like butter, as you would expect the Mora Bushcraft Black to be able to do. Actually, it's not like butter. Hold on. Okay, maybe it was some. I mean, it's going through like butter on the tip out here. Yeah, it's still extremely sharp. Paracord is not something easy to cut through, believe it or not. But so I have a piece of fat wood right here, and I want to try to get a couple shavings off of here real quick, if I can. I hope you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit without messing up the video. I ain't gonna worry about it. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of these little. You can get some real crazy curls with this. This is the Mora Bushcraft Black, like I said. Let me go ahead and focus so I can actually get some curls down here. All right, we got my curls. Got some nice little curls. Now let's see with the ferro rod, because remember this has a 90-degree spine that's extremely sharp. Let's see if I can get some sparks. Move this out of the way. Oh, I guess you guys probably want me to use the one that came on it, huh? Okay, I'll do that. That's a bet. I can do that. Let's use the one that came with. Let's say I was out in the woods and this is all I had. See, some people pull back like this. I haven't quite learned how to do that yet, but we're gonna try it on this one. Let's try it out. Okay, I gotta go back to my way now. Let's see. Mora Bushcraft Black. As you can see, it's it threw some amazing sparks, and it got that fat wood to light very, very easily. So this is a must-have. It's the Mora Bushcraft Black, and you got to get one. Get the one that comes with the ferro rod on it. Get the one that comes with the ferro rod. You will not be disappointed. So let's go on to the next knife. Whew, that's nice. All right. So like I said, this is the bag of Moras. So let's go in here and check. What do we have here? Oh, wow. The Mora. I should know this, guys. I should know this. It's carbon steel. You know what it is, man. Put down in the comments what this knife is. I bought this knife for my fishing bag. It's a beautiful, beautiful knife. A lot of people say this is their favorite knife. The way it feels in the hands is amazing. Very thin blade. It didn't come with a 90-degree spine. Although I think I may have tried to put one on here if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. No, I didn't put one on here yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to file this down to a 90-degree spine. Most people wear this as a neck knife because you have this here. You know, trying to put this on your belt is going to be tough. But, yeah. Fits in there nice and snug. You know, you'll be able to sort of just wear it right here. If I had some paracord, be able to hook right onto that. Be a nice little neck knife. You can take it wherever. Drop it down. It is what it is. You won't be able to see it. All right. So this is one of this is a very popular knife by Mora. I think it's one of their first Moras that they came out with. You don't really see too many Moras with wooden handles. This is I'm not sure what kind of wood this is, but this is almost a collector's item to me. Like, I like this knife. I'm gonna keep it clean. I love it. All right, let's go into my bag of Moras again. Whew, I don't want to give y'all any. I don't want to give it away. What's in here? This is another very, very old Mora. You can see how much damage that I put through this. I put this thing through. These are all like a bunch of rust marks and stuff because this was one of my very first knives, and I just love the way it feels. What is this? The Mora 510, 511. Man, I love this knife. It's got a nice grip. It feels safe. Down here, the palm swell is like perfect. It's just nice, man. This is a really nice knife. And I also ground this down to a 90-degree spine. This is actually the robust one because they have another one that's thin. This is thick. So it's not a full tang though. You know, it's a rat tail tang or whatever you call it, but man, this knife you could put this knife through anything, bro. It's like 15 bucks. Cannot beat this knife. No way in hell you can beat this knife, man. It's just so comfortable and cuts so easily. It cuts deep, man. Like, and then you can kind of choke up and do some more fine detail work out on that tip if you need to. But this knife, man, these Moras, they just are they're everything you need. And so I'm gonna go on to the next knife, but this is a knife that's near and dear. Oh, I put it on the back. Yeah, it's the basic 511. Old school. Basic 511. Get you one. Just go ahead and get you one. Now this is the one I got recently, actually. This is the Mora Companion Robust, or the Mora Companion something or another. But man, so beautiful. Like this handle is like a lot thicker. If you notice, it's a lot wider. So it really gives you the ability to get a good purchase on this knife. And boy, is it just incredibly sharp, man. It's just sharp. You know, this one is almost, you know, with this one, you're almost getting to the point where you can start chopping a little bit with this bad boy if you have to. You see how deep those chops are going. You know, you just want to hold it because it's very grippy, so you can kind of hold it and create almost like a chopping, you know, a chopping motion. If you want to make tent steaks, you're in a pinch, whatever the case may be. I know I'm butchering this piece of wood, but let me try to. I know that's terrible, but just want to show you what you can do with this thing, man. And as you can see, this wood is kind of soft. It's not like extremely hard wood, but the Mora is going straight through it like butter. Like butter, baby. It's the Mora Companion. Been around for a long time. But it's in my bag of Moras, man. And I'm ouch. Ooh, that was close. I didn't cut myself, but I kind of pinched myself right here. I need to slow my ass down is what I need to do. All right. This is another Mora 511, but it's the thin one. The really thin one. It's a slicer, and it doesn't have the little grippy material, the rubbery material, but it still feels excellent in the hand. I think this is a great blade for food prep, something like that. You know, if you're out and about, I think it's a good knife to have as a companion to your main blade. And this is also a very old knife. The more basic 511, but you know, it's the thin one. Okay. And then my bag of Moras. Oh, now. See, I lied earlier. This is actually my first knife, Mora Companion. If you don't have a Mora Companion, I'm not sure what you're doing. You got to get a Mora Companion. And this Mora Companion has a lot of life left, believe it or not. It's not as pretty as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't get it to focus, but it's not as pretty as it used to be, but this bad boy will get you out of a jam, man. I'm telling you. If you have one of these, look at this. Man, this thing is cutting. The weight is. Okay, I hear something frolicking in the woods. It sounds like it's moving pretty quickly. Don't know what that is. That's a little spooky, but it is what it is. So that's that. And the last knife on the table, baby, is the Mora Garberg. If you don't have one, you should get one. As you can see, I've babied this one to death. Babied it. Haven't really taken it out much. It's a full tang knife. Believe it or not, it's not cutting as well as some of those other old school Mora Companions, man. I think it's because of the thickness of this blade. When it comes down to, you know, being able to get a piece of wood and let's say you need to split it, then yeah, that's where the Mora comes in handy. Because with this Mora, you can do, with this particular Mora, you can do a lot more things. And that's why it's one of the best knives you can buy. It's a full tang. It is, it's beefy. It's heavy as hell. All black. You see how quickly I was able to chop. I mean, how quickly I was able to split through this piece of wood. And that's one of the reasons why it's a perfect survival knife, because you can do more than one thing with it. You can do a lot with it. Okay. It's multi-purpose. You know, most of these bushcraft or survival knives are gonna be multi-purpose. They're gonna give you the ability to do a number of different things. So I highly recommend getting this Garberg. I highly recommend getting the Garberg. Where is it? I don't know what I did with the oh, here it is. Yeah, Mora Garberg comes with a little ferro rod here, same as the other Mora that I had, but this, you know, comes with a sharpening stone here. This is something that I just love and respect. I respect the company just in general. And last but not least, the Mora Edger. This one has been through a lot, man, with me. As you see, I got it duct taped up. I actually cut off a marker, like a magic marker. Took the insides out just so I'll be able to fit a ferro rod in there. Very easy to do. Get a marker, wrap it around with some duct tape. Of course, duct tape is flammable. Drop that bad boy in there. Now you always have that with you. The Mora Garberg, the Mora Edger itself, it has a very sharp 90-degree spine on it, so you'll be able to strike this no problem. I wear this as a neck knife. You know, when I am out and about, I'm gonna rock it like this. I'm not gonna be walking around with this because I know this looks crazy as hell. Somebody's like, what the hell is that? Well, when you're in the woods, nobody's gonna care. You know, you might want to put a piece of paracord, tie a knot, because that ends up, your pinky ends up being able to, you know, have that little extra support back there. But this is actually a really good grip without having this. Very comfortable, extremely comfortable. I recommend it. Well, guys, that's all I got, man. ATL, baby. That's all I got, man. You know, just want to encourage you guys to get out in the woods. If it's not the woods, get out in your yard, man. Get out in your yard. Cut some knives up. Cut some wood up. Start a little fire or something, man. Cook some food, you know. Have a beer. Appreciate y'all watching. This is Malcolm, MBD, Bushcraft and Survival. I'm gonna holler at you next time, man. Peace.